This conference will now be recorded.
So you have any doubts in the previous class what I have told?
Could you just teach about hyperlink again?
Yeah. So you can have link to any other application file. So you have to go to insert. In insert, go to link. There you select whichever file you have created earlier. Okay. So click on OK. So it's going to show you the link in that cell. When your mouse pointer comes across that cell, it will show you the file path also. And you can see a hand symbol. If you click on it, it opens that particular file. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So in case if you don't want to have that link, so you can go to that cell, press delete key. So that link is been removed. So next, I'll tell you about macros. Macro means it is a shortcut way of executing commands. It is a shortcut way of executing commands. Now you have your cell. You have the facility for recording. Once you have recorded, you can play it several
Excuse me, ma'am.
times. What ma?
Yesterday's video you have not sent, ma'am.
We will send it ma. So
Thank you.
macro means it is a shortcut way of executing commands. If you want any information repeatedly available in your worksheet, then you can store that information in a macro. Like you have a cell, you have the facility for recording. Once you have recorded, you can play several times. Okay, either you can listen the same song a number of times or you can watch the same video. So similarly, if you want any content which is repeated in your worksheet, if you want it in different locations, you can run the macro to get the same content. Now you have copy. When you have copy option, then why I have to go for macro? What will happen in case of copy paste?
It will take a lot of time.
What lot of time? What is the difference between cut, copy, paste? What is cut?
Moving our information from one cell to another.
So when you cut, where the content will be stored? When you cut, where the content will be stored? It will get stored in the clipboard. If you paste information which is present in the clipboard, you will get it in the new cell. Okay. So copy means I want the same content in more than one location. It will not get removed from the original location. I want the content to be remained as well as in one more location. I want the same content. So I can go for copy and paste. But once you exit from Excel, so the content from the clipboard is removed. But whereas since you have saved this file and you have created a macro, that macro exists until unless you don't delete that macro, the content exists in that file. So whenever you wanted, you run that macro to get the same content. Clear? Okay. Now we'll create a macro. Go to view tab. There you have macros. You click on record macro. Click on record macro. It will ask you for a shortcut key. So I cannot give control N. N is for creating a new workbook. S is for save. Control X is to cut. Control C is to copy. Other than that, other function key can be assigned. So I'll give control R. Okay. I'll give a shortcut key control R. Click on OK. Once you click on OK, you can see in the status bar. Okay. You'll get the stop recording. One small box check, one square box is appearing here. You can stop the recording here. If not, you can go to macros. There also you can click on stop recording. Before starting up the macro, don't type any content in your worksheet. Okay. So your worksheet is blank. Go for macro. You click on record macro. If you want to assign a shortcut key, you can assign a shortcut key. Now I'll type name of item, quantity, rate, amount. So 200 pages notebook. Quantity, I wanted 10. Rate of each notebook is say 50. So you can calculate. That is B2 to C2. Okay. So if you want, you select this, go to home tab. You can change the background color, foreground color. You can include the border. Okay. Now you can stop recording. Click on this box, stop recording in the status bar. If not, you can go to view, macros. You can click on stop recording here also. Okay. Either in status bar, you can click on stop recording, or you can stop recording even by going to macros. Now it is stopped. Now if you want to run the macro, you can press Ctrl R. So press Ctrl R, you'll get the same content. Again Ctrl R, you'll get the same content. Clear? If you want to delete the macro, go to macro, view macros. Select the name of the macro, then you can delete that macro. Once you delete the macro, you cannot undo to get back the macro. Okay. So I'll delete the macro. Now if you press Ctrl R, you're not going to get the data, what that you have assigned to a macro. So you're not going to get any content because you have deleted the macro. Okay. Any information can be stored in a macro. You can run that macro to get the same content. Okay. Any doubts?
Can you show it once more?
Yeah. So go to View tab, Macros, Record Macro. So macro name automatically it is assigning. Prior to that, if you want to delete any of the existing macro, go to View Macro, check it out. If you don't have any macros, no problem. If you have macros, you can either create a new one or existing can be removed. So go to View tab, Macro, Record Macro. Macro name has been assigned, or you can type any macro name that you wanted. Okay, if you don't want to have a shortcut, you need not have. If you want to have a shortcut, you can have a shortcut. So click on OK. Now I want this NICT computer education. Okay, so I'll stop recording. You can stop recording even from your status bar. Click on this stop recording. Now you can run that macro. Control R. How many times you press shortcut key Control R, you're getting the same content. Okay. If not, you can go for macros. There also go to View Macro. Select the macro name, Run. Then also you're going to get the same content. Any doubts? Any doubts you have?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so to delete the macro, go to macros, go to View Macro, select the macro name, delete. Next. Now I have in first three columns name, designation, salary. How do I go to the last column? How do I go to the last column?
Control and down button.
Control and I want to go to the last column.
Oh, control and right button.
Control and right arrow. So you are in the XFD column. Here I will include department number. I have entered some department number here. Again control right arrow, control left arrow, you will come to the first column. See? Any doubts? So if I want to scroll, I should use this scroll bar. But if I scroll, I am not able to see the content present on my left hand side, or I am not able to see the content present on my right hand side. Okay. So if I want to view both the details simultaneously, so what I can do is in first three columns, I have the data. From D column, I don't have the data. I have the data in the last column. So now what I'll do is I'll go to view. You can go for this split. If you click on the split, so your screen will be divided, okay, into two panes. Okay, and you can get one more scroll bar so that you can view the content which is present in first few columns as well as in the last column. Okay, so split, it will divide the window into different panes that each scroll separately. Okay, you'll get two scroll bars. Okay, on the left hand side as well as right hand side. So what I'm doing is I have the data in A, B and C column. Now the data is not present in D column. I'll be in that cell. Then I'll go for view tab, click on split. If I click on split, I'll get one more scroll bar. Now how do I go to the last column? How do
Control
I go
and
to the
right.
last column?
Control right.
Control and right arrow. So now if I scroll, see, I'm able to see the data available in first three columns as well as in the last column. See, you have scroll bar in your left hand side as well as right hand side. Okay. Once you have click on this split, okay. If you want to remove that split, click on that split once more, or you will be having remove split option. You can click on that. Is it clear? I have data in first few columns as well as in the last column. I want to view the content both at a time on my screen. So from where the data is not present, be in that cell, then click on split. You will get one more window. Okay, and you will have the scroll bar separately so that you can scroll to view the content present in first few columns as well as last column. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if I scroll down, what is happening? I have a database. I'm scrolling down. What changes you are able to see here? You are able to see any changes? I have a database. If I'm scrolling down, what is happening?
I cannot view the data.
Which data? Whatever data that I have stored. Now
Yes, ma'am.
I'm inserting 15th record. I want to view my heading. Okay. Even if I'm inserting 20th record or 30th record, I wanted to know whether I'm inserting the record in appropriate column. Okay. So if I want my heading to be remained when I'm scrolling down. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll select only the records, go for view tab. You have freeze pane. So freeze pane, what it will do? So it will freeze a portion of the sheet to keep it visible while you scroll down to the rest of the sheet. So I'll click on this freeze pane,
Excuse
freeze
me,
top
mom.
row. Uh,
Mom, when you used the split option, how did you get all the four columns together, mom?
you have two scroll bar. I showed you. See, now I have data
Yes,
in my last column. Control right arrow key. I've stored the content in the last column.
yes, mom.
Okay. Control right arrow. I'm coming back to the data. From which
Yes, mom.
column I don't have the data.
D.
So be in that D cell. You click on the split. See here you can see two scroll bars on left hand side as well as right hand side.
Yes, ma'am.
In the bottom where you have the sheet tab. Sheet 1 is there. Next to that,
Yes, ma'am.
see,
I
you
understood
have
this
scroll bar.
part.
Now control
Yeah.
right arrow. Now again you scroll this side. See, when you scroll, you are able to see the content first present in first few column as well as in the last column. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So click on split once again, or you will have a remove split option. If you click on it, split will be removed. So now in this case, I have a database. I want my heading to be visible even when I'm inserting 20th record or 100th record, so that I can come to know whether I'm inserting the records in appropriate column. So what you need to do is you need to select only the records. Don't select the field name. Select only the records what you have inserted. Go for view, freeze pane, select freeze top row. Okay. Now when I'm scrolling down, I'm able to see and I'm able to insert the record in appropriate column. Okay. Even when I'm inserting nth record, even then I'm able to see whether I'm inserting the record in appropriate column. Clear? If you don't
Could
want
you
to
show it
have that,
again?
yeah, select the records what you have inserted, go for freeze pane, unfreeze. Now I am unfreezing. Or you can go to freeze pane, freeze top row. You need not select the record. Just be in the first cell. You go for freeze pane, select freeze top row. Okay. So when I scroll down, I'm able to insert the records in appropriate column. Okay. So I'm able to insert the record in appropriate column. So scroll up to view other records. Okay. If you don't want to have this freeze pane, you can click on this unfreeze pane. Any doubts you have?
No,
If you
ma'am.
want if you want your field names to be visible when I'm inserting 20th record also, when I scroll down it will not show you the field name. So in that case, I can select this freeze pane, freeze top row. Okay. So freeze top row. Keep the top row visible while scrolling down the rest of the worksheet. Clear? Any doubts you have?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're clear with freeze pane, you're clear with split. If you want to hide the window, click on this hide. So that window is hidden. If you want to view it back, go to view, unhide. So which is the file, which is the workbook that is hidden? If you want to bring it back, so unhide that workbook. Again, it's going to appear. So to hide your workbook, go to view, click on hide. Okay. Now in different sheet you have different information. Okay. You have different information in different sheets. So I want to see all the three sheets at a time. Three sheets content at a time I want to view. What I'll do? Which is the file which is currently opened? Which is my currently opened file?
Book 2.
Book 2. So you have different sheets. In each sheet, I have different content. Now I'll go to View tab, click on New Window. So it is showing you here earlier Book 2. Now it is showing you Book 2 of 2. Again go to View, click on New Window. Now it is showing you Book 2 of 3. Okay. Now I'll go to View. I'll say Arrange All. I will go to, means I will select here vertical. Now same file is opened thrice. So here in this I am able to see the detail of sheet 1. Here I can see the detail of sheet 2. Here I can see the detail of sheet 3. So same file in different sheets, whatever content you have typed, I want to see it vertically, parallelly at a time. You are able to view the content of all the three sheets of the same workbook at a time. Clear?
Mom, can you show it once more?
Yes. In this workbook, I have three sheets. Only one workbook is opened, that is book 2. Okay. In this book 2, in each sheet, I have different content. I want to view all the three sheet content at a time, vertically or horizontally, however you wanted. So I'll go to view, click on new window, again go to view, new window. So it will open a second window for your document. Okay. So thrice it has opened. Now I'll go to view. I'll click on arrange all. I'll go to vertical. Okay. Vertically you are able to see same file is been opened. Here I would like to see the details of sheet 1. Here sheet 2. Here sheet 3. Clear?
Mom, where is the arrange all option?
Under view. Under view tab you have arrange all. Under
Thank
view
you,
tab
ma'am.
only, view arrange all. If you want to see it horizontally, you can see it horizontally. Horizontally you can see the content. Any doubts? Any doubts you have in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So zoom in Excel, what is the minimum and maximum zoom percentage? What is the minimum and maximum zoom percentage?
Ma'am, minimum is 10% and maximum is 400%.
Yes. Okay, minimum is 10, maximum is 400. So you can see here you have a zoom slider. You can increase or you can decrease. So whether it is going to be affected when you're taking the printout,
No, ma'am.
when I increase the zoom percentage, whether it's going to be affected while printing.
No, mom.
So
No,
whatever
ma'am.
actual size you have given, so in that size only it will get printed on your page. Okay, it is not going to be affected while taking printout. So you can zoom to whatever percentage to view the content in bigger or in smaller size. You can click on 100% or zoom selection. Okay. If you don't want formula bar to be visible, remove formula bar. If you don't want heading, remove the heading. If you don't want grid lines, remove the grid lines. Okay. So I've told you about normal view, page break preview, page layout. Any doubts you have in this?
No, mom.
Okay. So I had told you yesterday, I want you to take a quiz. Have you tried it out?
No, mom.
Why, ma? You go to Google, here you type Excel quiz, question and answers. Okay, go here. Which is not a function in Excel. This is not a function category in Excel.
Financial.
Financial.
Data series. You can click on view answer, it will show you. First, you predict the output. You have logical function, you have text function, you have financial function, but you don't have data series function now. That is why you have to go through it once. Okay. So, how many columns are there in the older version of MS Excel?
256.
So, click on this and check it out. Is it correct? What you're
Yes, ma'am.
predicting and what it is showing? So, like this, I want you to try it out. You are aware of all the answers, but once you go through this, so that before taking
Ahmedabad.
up your exam, because it will be multiple choice questions, right? So, you will also not have any fear. So, you will also get to know. So, you have come across all the things what you have learned. Okay.
When is the exam, ma'am?
Once we complete this immediately, you will be having your exam. That is why now
Um,
onwards, just go through this. Okay. Once if you
okay, ma'am.
take this, you will become fluent. How do I activate swatches? How do I activate swatches? How do I activate swatches? You know, you don't know. You know how
We
to
don't know,
activate.
ma'am.
So press Alt key. If you press Alt key, you can see these are called as swatches. In home tab, for home tab it will show you H. For insert it will show you N. For page layout P. Formula M. For data A, like this. You can see the alphabet here for every tab. Now if I type H, it will go to the home tab. Now if I type 1, whichever cell is active, for that bold effect is applied. Again Alt H2, italic will be applied. Alt H3, underline is applied. Either you can remove it from the command. If not, you can activate the swatches and apply it. Any doubts you have?
Ma'am, can you repeat it, ma'am?
To activate the swatches, press the Alt key. If you press Alt key, you are able to see for each and every tab, it is showing you alphabet. If I want to select anything from the home tab, you press H. Okay. For making the text bold, it is showing you here. One is for bold. Again, Alt H 2 is for italic. Alt H 3 is for underline. To remove that, again Alt H 3. Alt H 2. Alt H 1. Clear? Is it
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between paste and paste special?
Could you repeat, ma'am?
What is the difference between paste and paste special? You know, you don't know.
Don't know, mom.
Okay. Now, what all you have here? You have a database. I'll change the font.
Ma'am, Paste Special provides a wider range.
Why? What, ma?
Ma'am,
I'll just show
Paste Special provides a wider range.
like like what?
Like copied cells.
Okay. So anyhow, I'll show it once again. So you have changed the font, you have changed the text color or background color, you have found the sum of the above values. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I've changed the background, I've changed the text color, I've included the border. How do I include even a comment? How do I include a comment? How do I attach a note to a cell?
Mom, select the cell.
Ah,
Then in review tab, new comment.
new comment. If not, you can right click on the cell. There also you will get insert comment. Okay, you can
Yes,
insert
ma'am.
a comment. Okay, like this. Okay, so I'll select this data, copy. So when I copy, you can see here. So first, this is your quick access toolbar. This is your title bar. It is showing you the name of the application on which you're working. Default, your workbook name is book 1 or book 2. If you assign a file name, that file name appears on your title bar. Clear? And this portion is called as your ribbon. So ribbon is your command center. Ribbon consists of tabs: home tab, insert tab, page layout tab, like this. These are your tab. And these are your commands: bold, italic, underline, cut, copy, paste. All these are your commands. Okay. And this is your name box, formula bar. This is your row and column heading. This is your work area where you can store the content. This is your sheet tab. Default one sheet will be available in your workbook. You can increase up to 255 sheets. You have vertical and horizontal scroll bar. If you have n number of pages in this sheet, if you want to scroll down, you can use the vertical or horizontal scroll bar. Then you have the status bar. In the status bar, you have different types of views and the zoom slider. Okay. Now I'll copy this content. When I copy, you can see in the clipboard what is present. Copy. When you copy, see whatever data that you have selected, that is present in the clipboard. So you can be in the new cell, you can click on paste. It will paste as it is. Whatever is there in the clipboard, same thing will get pasted on your sheet. In whichever cell your cell is active, in that place it's going to be pasted. If you want to remove the information from the clipboard, click on clear all. Now nothing is available. Once more, if you cut or copy, paste option will be active. Okay. So I'll select this, copy. Now here you have paste special. Paste means as it is, whatever is there in the clipboard, it will get pasted. But paste special, so whether you want to paste only the values. See, 82,000. It is not showing you formula. It is directly showing you the value as 82,000. But if I come to this cell, it is showing you the formula, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have a difference. When I'm pasting, I want to paste the entire data as values. Salary column, I want to paste it as values. Okay. Again, I can go here. I want to paste values and formatting. Whatever formatting, new formatting that you have applied, that formatting should be applied. Okay. If you have changed the font or if you have changed the text color, so formatting has to be applied. Again, go here. You have formatting. Only the background color will be copied. I will paste it as a link. If I paste it as a link, what happens? It has got a link to this database now. See, this portion you have copied, you have pasted. When you have pasted, you have selected paste link. If I change the value here to 40,000, automatically it will get reflected here in the linked cell. Clear? Paste link is any changes made in the original, it will get reflected in the pasted information. I'll copy this, paste link. When I select paste link, any changes if I make in my data, it will get reflected here. I'll change the name of the person. If I change the details here, automatically it will get reflected. If I change the value here, it will get reflected. Any doubts? Just try this. I'll just get back. Hello, hello.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
You got it?
Ma'am, could you show that again? How did you change the name?
Just go to this original data, ma. From this data, this is my data, right?
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
changed the background color. So in that place, I'm changing the name of the person.
Ma'am, which paste option did you use, ma'am?
Paste link, ma.
Paste link. Okay.
Yes. See, I'm selecting this data. I've selected this database. Okay. Click on
Yes, ma'am.
copy. Control C to
Oh,
copy. Now, if you click here, paste, there you will get a pop down. There you can see that zigzag mark, paste link. Click on this
yes.
paste link. Okay, if you click on paste
Oh,
link, any changes you make to the original data, it will get reflected in your pasted information. So, whatever name that I change here, it will get changed. If I make any changes in the value, it will get changed. Clear? Any doubts? Data need not be in the same sheet, it can be in the next sheet also. Okay, if I make any changes to my original data, it will get reflected here. If I've used paste link, if I just copy, it will not come. Copy this, go to the next sheet, paste link. So if I make any changes in my original data, see, it is getting changed even in this sheet also. Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So similarly, select the data.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, how you pasted the data in the another sheet?
Just copy. Control C to copy. Open a new sheet. Just go to paste. If you want to have a link where whatever changes I make in the first sheet, here also it has to get affected. In that case, you select paste link. If not, if you paste it, if you make any changes, it will not get reflected here. Clear? Only if
Yes,
you click
ma'am.
on paste link, any changes made in the original database, it will get reflected here. Clear? So copy, go to paste special. So you have cell type name, quantity, rate.
Ma'am, if I'm selecting the table and using the like paste link, all my the data is turning into zero.
What you're doing now?
I selected it, then copy,
Uh-huh.
then
Then
paste.
paste link, ma. Select paste
Yes,
link.
ma'am. And paste link. And if
Uh,
I'm doing so, it's like the table which I have selected also be like all the values become zero. And if I go to paste, even in that all the values are shown as zero.
no, ma, it will not happen. I'm showing you now, no? Paste link means whatever data that you have copied, same thing will get pasted, but it will not have formatting. Only the data is been copied. Paste link. Whatever data
In
you
my
make
side,
changes.
ma'am, it's like 0.
What data you have? You have only numeric values or you have a database?
Or the same database which you have.
No, no, ma. It will
Mom,
come.
I got it, mom.
Where you gone wrong? Where you went wrong?
Mom, I guess I first was just like selecting it. I copied it and just on paste option, I was selecting paste link. I did not
So you,
select this cell. First, I need to
huh,
select the cell and then go to paste link.
yes, yes. Okay. Now next, what I'm doing is I have this. What? I want to transpose. Copy. Go to the new cell. You have transpose. Row heading will become column heading like this. You can transpose. Row heading will become column heading. Transpose. Clear? See it here, it is showing you name, quantity, rate. This is in column. That becomes row. Row heading will become column heading will become row heading. Select the data, copy, be in a new cell, go to transpose. Click on this transpose. Got it? Any doubts you have in this
Got it.
transpose? Got it? Row heading will become your column heading, or column heading will become your row heading. Any doubts? So
And can you
again,
repeat it, ma'am?
you have data here, name, quantity, rate. So I want this to be, click on transpose. Row heading will become column heading will become row heading. Just try once again. Any doubts? Any doubts you have?
No, mom.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Similarly, you can try formulas. It has to copy formulas.
Mom, your
It has
voice
to,
is too low.
if you want to copy formulas, you can click on paste formula or paste formatting. Okay. So you try out whatever options are available in this paste special. Clear?
Yes, mom.
Okay. Next, if you want to remove this formatting, already you have worked on home tab, right? Yes or no? Hello.
Could you repeat, ma'am?
You people have worked on home tab, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Still, any doubts you have in this home tab?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what I wanted you to do is you have to, I want you to create an invoice in this way. Go to invoice format in Excel. So, any of the invoice you take, so prepare it as it is in Excel. I want this invoice to be prepared as it is, which includes GST, everything. Okay. How do you do
Ma'am, can you
this?
repeat it, ma'am?
I want you to prepare invoice, ma. You can go to Google, search for one invoice which includes GST. In the Excel, I want you to create it in the same way. Merge cells. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So, you will be showing me one GST. See, I have one invoice bill which includes GST. I want you to try this. So, in the in one sheet, I want these things to appear. Calculation should be there. I want you to enter this and show it to me. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You're able to do it? Yes or no? What, ma? You people are able to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how do I clear this formatting? If I delete, only the content will get deleted. If I want to remove formatting, I want to remove even the comment. How do I remove? You have this
For
clear
comment
option.
goes.
See, you can go for this clear in home tab. Clear all, it will delete the whole thing. Undo. If I say clear form format, only the formatting is removed. Whatever new font you have applied, background, foreground color, everything will get removed. Undo to bring it back. If I say clear content, only content will get removed. Your comment is still existing. Whenever you come across that cell, still comment is present. Undo it. Again clear comment, only comment is removed. Undo. Again clear. If you have any hyperlink, that is going to be removed. Okay. So if you want to delete the entire information, clear all. If you have any link, that time it will make it as 0 because you don't have in the original location. When you have taken paste link, so since you don't have the data in the original location, in the linked place, it will become 0. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Now, how do I include the header for this? I want to insert a new row above this. How do I insert? Oh, what are the features of
Ma'am,
Excel?
Go to insert.
insert and headers.
What ma?
Ma'am, go
In
to
home tab,
insert
go to
tab.
insert sheet
Mm,
row.
yes.
Okay.
That
Now
can
I'll
be done
type,
even with a right click, no, ma'am.
yeah, you can
On
do. You
one
should know
and
both.
then go.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll type employee details, select all the three cells. You have typed in first cell, but I want this heading to be centered for all the three cells. Click on
To
this merge
merge
and
and
center.
center.
If you don't want, again click on it. If you increase the column width, the heading will be only for A1 cell. Now, if I want this to be displayed in multiple columns without increasing the column width, what I should do? Without
Merge and
increasing
center.
without increasing the column width, I want my cell content to be displayed in multiple lines.
Wrap text.
Go for wrap text. So, without increasing the column width, I want my cell content to be displayed in multiple lines. Okay, go for wrap text. Then how to select only the values. You try to change the currency, percentage, comma. All these things you have tried, right? Any doubts you have in
Yes,
this home
ma'am.
tab?
No
No, ma'am.
doubts, ma'am.
Okay, so you have even this orientation, changing the orientation. You have tried all these.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so shortcut keys. Control N is for Control N is for new workbook.
It's for a new workbook.
Control O, open an existing workbook. Control S to save the workbook.
Save.
Uh, Alt F4,
To exit from the sheet.
Control F4, Alt F4, Alt
And
F4
to
and Control F4.
Alt F4 is to exit from the sheet.
Mm. Means it will close the current sheet or current workbook is closed.
Yes, ma'am.
What? Current sheet is closed or current workbook is closed.
Workbook, ma'am.
Mm. So that is what Alt F4 or Control F4.
Ma'am,
Alt
Alt
F4.
F4 is for the workbook.
Okay. Control F4 is for
Sheet.
Sheet.
uh. Now what is the shortcut key for cut copy paste?
For cut, it is Control X. For copy, it's Control C. And for paste, it's Control V.
What is the default column width? What is the default column width? Default column width. You can go to format. You can check here. Default column width is 8.43.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, default column width is 8.43. So default, how many sheets are available in a workbook?
One sheet.
One sheet. Which is the active cell?
The cell on which the cursor is placed.
So default active cell is A1.
A1.
Default active cell is A1. Whichever cell is active, only in that cell you can type the text or number. Text is what aligned?
It is left aligned.
Numbers are?
Right aligned.
So how do I go to the last row? How many rows you have?
To go to the last row, it is control plus the right arrow.
Last row.
Sorry, control and down arrow.
How many rows are there? How many rows are there? When you go to the last row, what is the row number? It is
10 lakh
10,48,576
48
rows.
thousand five seventy six.
So you should be knowing. So how many rows you have? 10,48,576. Control up arrow, you can go to the first cell. Control right arrow, go to the last column. Okay, that is except D. Each cell can hold how many characters? One workbook contains how many sheets? Maximum how many sheets you can have?
One notebook can hold
100.
maximum 255.
Each cell can hold. Check it out. Each cell can hold how many characters? Okay. So you should know the shortcut key for undo, redo, cut, copy, paste. Hmm? Then,
Ma'am, it's 32,767, ma'am. Characters each cell holds.
okay. Now, what is the extension when you save your file in Excel? When you save your file in Excel, what is the extension it is going to be saved?
XLX.
Okay. How do I make it as a PDF file?
While you're saving, you have the down option.
File, then what I should do?
Save as.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, browse.
Mm. Then,
Save as type. Click
uh,
on the drop down. Okay? You can have
select
PDF there.
PDF.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What is the difference between save and save as?
Save will only save the content. Save as where you will it will show the uh, you can save the file in the document.
First time, if you want to assign the name of the file, if you want to assign the if you want to give a name for your file, go for save. As well as tomorrow you're coming and opening the same file, you have included some more data. If you want the changes to be saved, then also click on save. Save is used to save the file for the first time by assigning the file name, as well as to save the changes made to an existing workbook. Save as means you want the same content to be present in two different locations, so that if any one of them deletes also, I have one more backup copy of it. Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is Format Painter? What is Format Painter? What does Format Painter do?
Mom, if we want one text, like if we copy a text and we want the same thing to be copied to another area, we can use Format Painter.
So, whatever formatting that you have applied for this cell, okay, like you have changed the font, increase the font size, change the background and foreground color, I want the same formatting to be applied for the database. I want to apply the same formatting. First, select the cell which has got the new formatting. Click on the Format Painter. You will get a brush. Select the range of cells, either single cell or range of cell. It's going to copy the same formatting. If not, go back to the cell. I want the same formatting to be applied for this. Select the cell, Format Painter, apply. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Can you
Okay.
repeat it?
Format Painter, it's going to copy the formatting which is applied for the previous cell to the newly selected range of cell or cells. I have some formatting here. I've changed the font, increased the font size, I've changed the text color and background color. I want the same formatting to be applied for this column also. Select the cell which has got the new formatting. Click on this Format Painter. You'll get a brush. Select the range. Okay. So it's going to apply the same formatting for the selected cell or range of cell. If you want to again change it back, either you can undo or go to this cell, Format Painter. I want to apply that particular formatting. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So have you tried with the charts and all I've given you in the last class?
Yes, ma'am.
You have tried, everyone? You have tried with this smart art, screen clipping, formulas. So we'll continue in the next class. So whatever I have told in the previous sessions, meantime go through the quiz. Okay, we'll continue in tomorrow's class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you.